As far as Mendy, lots of people asking about Mendy. Mendy's a difficult one because the news coming out of the Manchester City camp is really not very certain. They're being vague, and I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or not. I don't know if it's actually more serious than they want us all to believe. I have no idea what they're doing in that camp. However, right now there's no return date for Benjamin Mendy. Bruised metatarsal on the left foot, supposed to be minor, but still no official timeline, which is annoying. If you feel like you need to make the move, and the reason I made the move early was because I thought if he ends up being out for 3 or 4 game weeks, I'll be happy I made the move early. And with them not releasing any official news, there could be price drops. If I actually have a look at Mendy, has he dropped in price? Or is he soon to drop in price? Doesn't look like he's going to drop tonight. Let's type his name in, Mendy. So, actually, he's not too far off of a price drop. For me, I've gone and taken him out. So if you are planning to take him out, you've got every defender in the game pretty much to consider. As far as the season ticker goes, you've got teams that I would look at. Wolves have a nice next 4 fixtures. That would save you some money to spend elsewhere. Man United, apart from the Chelsea game in game week 9, you could potentially look at Luke Shaw. Of course, Wolves, I'm looking at Doherty and Johnny in that defence. Next 3 fixtures look alright for Everton, but I really don't like the Everton defence. Spurs have another good 3 fixtures. Huddersfield, Cardiff and West Ham. For me, I think Trippier is the way into that side at the moment. But to be honest, any of their fullbacks can perform. I just feel like Trippier is the one to go for. Bournemouth still got a decent 4 fixtures left before their run gets difficult. Sergio Rico's looked very interesting. Nathan Ake can pop up with a goal. To be honest, any of their defenders can pop up with a goal in that side. And Palace, if you don't have Wan-Bissaka, then get him. But Bournemouth, Wolves, Everton, it is then a ridiculous 4 fixtures for Crystal Palace. Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United. But he is only 4 million. So for me, those are kind of the players I'd look at. So for me, Trippier looks like he could pick up some clean sheets and assists. You've then got Man United, Luke Shaw when he's back. Was he back for the last fixture? I feel like he was, but let me just double check that. Yeah, he played in the last fixture. So for me, Luke Shaw could be a decent look. And then you've got the Wolves guys as well. Didn't actually mean to click there. But again, thank you so much for over 9,000 subscribers. So those are kind of the players I would look at if you are considering transferring out Mendy. Okay, another thing I want to do is, because last week I was bigging up Ryan Fraser to death. So I do want to support an FPL Dares in the chat. Everyone, if you don't know, go subscribe to FPL Dare, a unique take on Fantasy Premier League YouTube videos. Very, very entertaining. Deserves more subscribers. So if you're part of the flock, go check out FPL Dare. But speaking of Ryan Fraser, back to him. For me, Ryan Fraser did enough this game week for me to not worry. Now, yes, he blanked, but if we go to current game week, as far as performers in midfield, his underlying stats did compare to a lot of big names. Okay, 2 penalty area touches is poor. I will admit that. That is very, very poor. But as far as attempts on goal, he had 4 attempts on goal, which is highest in the game week, equal to the likes of Townsend, Richarlison and Brooks. Better than the likes of Willian, Gundogan, Mahrez, Son, Eriksen, lots of names there. Shots from inside, again, he had 1 shot from inside the box. Not amazing. Brooks actually had more than him from Bournemouth. And it wasn't a big chance. So that's not amazing either. You'd have liked it to have been a big chance. However, shots on target, again, he looked a bit wasteful there. So I started off by saying I'm not worried. And slowly you can hear the worry in my voice popping up. But hopefully distribution saves him. I've not really had a chance to look at distribution stats. But Fraser created 4 chances. Second best in the league. Only Willian beat him. So that is good and in his favour. So 4 chances created, 4 attempts on goal, 2 from inside the box. So for me, that is good enough for him to at least stay in my side while the fixtures are good. As far as expected goals, he's never been that high on expected goals. If I can find him. Yeah, 0.20 expected goals. However, expected assists, he should hopefully be higher. I say that and again, cannot see his name. 0.10. So, to be honest, I still like Fraser because you have to remember what his budget is. You have spent on Fraser, if you got him now, you'd have spent 5.8 million. Depending on when you bought him, you could have spent 5.5 million on him, 5.6. For that price, the underlying stats are still fantastic. I think because of what he did last game week, everyone was expecting something from him this game week. So when it didn't come, everyone suddenly started to worry. But he's cheap. He's really, really cheap. So for me, don't worry about it. Fraser is still a decent pick, especially with Bournemouth having Palace, Watford, Southampton, Fulham in the next 4. It then does get a bit more ropey fixture-wise, but I would definitely keep Fraser around in your squads.